This faceless YouTube channel was started only 3 months ago and has already gained over 100,000 subscribers and 30 million views. They posted this video only a few weeks ago and it blew up to over 17 million views. And they're actually not alone doing this, because right now multiple channels in this niche are blowing up using the exact same strategy. But would you believe me if I told you that you can start a faceless channel like this only using AI? Starting a YouTube automation channel used to set you back hundreds of dollars per video, since you needed to hire multiple freelancers like scriptwriters, designers, and editors. But now that you can leverage AI tools, the game has changed. All you gotta do is watch this video all the way until the end, because I'm about to reveal the full step-by-step blueprint these channels are using to get crazy results like this. I'm a big advocate for replicating ideas that have been proven to work, but as Pablo Picasso once said,
"Good artists copy, but great artists steal."
Since I can't just copy their strategy, I had to make it better. I've spent the last couple of days analyzing every step of their strategy, looking for ways to improve it, and I think I found the new spell. After watching this video, you'll know exactly how to start your own viral faceless YouTube channel only using AI. You're not going to need to spend hundreds of dollars on graphic designers or editors, because I'll show you how to streamline the entire process with AI. And somewhere in the video, I'll drop a golden nugget you're not going to want to miss out on, so let me know in the comments if you found it. But before we get into it, I've created a step-by-step document where you'll find all the steps in text form and links to the tools you'll be using. It's completely free, so make sure you go pick it up through the link in the description. Now, let's get to work. Finding a good niche is usually the hardest part of the process, but luckily for you, I've done the hard work and have found an untapped niche that is currently going absolutely viral. When doing niche research, the main thing you want to look for is smaller channels going viral. For example, a channel with 10,000 subscribers consistently getting over 100,000 views on their videos, since that means YouTube is pushing their videos to new audiences. And that's why I choose this niche, because there are literally multiple channels started only a few months ago that are consistently going viral. Take this channel as an example that was started only 3 months ago. They only have 8,000 subscribers, but they're still averaging over 100,000 views per video. All these channels are just posting simple history documentaries about how life on Earth was millions of years ago. Most videos are generally about how humans survived and handled different apex predators. The videos are built up by short AI-generated visuals, and I've actually managed to find the exact model they're using to generate these visuals, which I'll reveal later on in this video. But before we get into that, we need to find a viral topic. This is the most important step of the blueprint that will determine whether your video is a hit or a miss. Most people struggle when looking for topics, but for this niche, it's actually pretty simple. If you take a look at the topics of the best performing videos in this niche, they're all built up the exact same way, being about how humans lived millions of years ago and how they handled different situations, like how they found food and fought different animals. And you want to use the exact same structure on your videos. When picking topics, you should not try to reinvent the wheel. Instead, you should always go with a concept that has already been proven to go viral. To make this process as easy as possible for you, I've created a custom GPT model that can create all the assets you'll need to be able to create these videos, like topics, prompts, and scripts. This model has been analyzing all the best performing videos in this niche so that it's able to do all the hard work for you. So using this model will save you a lot of time in the long run. You can get access to this GPT model in the step-by-step document. Then all you gotta do is enter a prompt saying, "Give me a list of topics for my next YouTube video," and you'll get a list of topics that are structured in the same way as the viral videos. I noticed topics about animals tend to perform well, so I'll go with topic number 1, about how early humans lived among apex predators. Now that we have our topic ready, let's move on to the third step and create a storyline with visual. It has analyzed hundreds of scenes from videos that have gotten millions of views so that it's able to generate prompts that will get you the same style. All you gotta do to generate these are entering a prompt saying which topic you decided to go with. Since I picked the first one, I'll just write a prompt saying, "Let's do topic number 1, and then paste in the topic like this. Now hit enter and it will create an entire storyline for your video with in-depth prompts for each scene. As you can see, you'll get 2 prompts for each scene. The first one is a visual prompt that will be used to generate the actual video. The second one is an audio prompt that will be used to generate the sound design for each visual. Now that we have all the prompts ready, the next step is to turn them into videos with an AI video generator. Personally, I'll use OpenArt since they have the exact model needed for these videos, plus they have a new secret feature that will save a lot of time later on when editing the video. Once you've opened up OpenArt, you want to click on Video here on the homepage and then on Text to Video. The first thing you want to do before entering prompts is picking a generator model. As you can see, they have pretty much every video generator model out out there like Sora, VO3, and Kling. Before creating this video, I used my insanely big YouTube clout to get in touch with a guy who is running one of the most successful channels in this niche, and managed to convince him to reveal what model he's using to generate visuals. After some negotiating, he finally revealed that the secret to creating these visuals is using the new Kling 01 model. Compared to other models like Sora and VO, Kling is better at creating cinematic scenes, which is exactly what you want for these videos. Next, you want to copy the visual prompt the GPT model gave us and paste it into this prompt box. Normally, there's not much more to do from here than generating the video, but OpenArt has actually added a bonus feature that's a game changer when it comes to generating videos with sound. Below the prompt, you'll see this box that says Add Sound. If you press it, you'll be able to add a custom prompt for the sound design. And if you use this feature correctly, you don't need to add any sound effects at all during the editing, which will save you a whole lot of time. If you remember, the GPT model generated an audio prompt for each visual, so all you gotta do is copy it and paste it into this box. For duration, I'll go with 10 seconds, but you can definitely do 5 seconds if you want to save credits. Finally, set the aspect ratio to 16:9 to get the YouTube format. To generate the video, all you gotta do is click on Create. Now wait a few seconds, and it'll generate a visual in an identical style to the viral videos. To create the other clips, you just want to repeat the same process until you've created visuals for all the scenes the GPT model gave you. So I'll do that and get back to you once all of them are ready. After only a few minutes, all the visuals are generated, and as you can see, they're looking really nice. Now that the visuals are ready, we can move on to the next step of the blueprint, creating a script. When I told you this GPT model was a game changer, I was not joking. Most people think you can't create good YouTube scripts with AI, which is simply just a bad excuse for sucking at writing prompts. If you write a one-sentence long prompt in ChatGPT and expect it to come up with a viral script, it's honestly self-explanatory why your videos flop. Since I'm a self-proclaimed professional prompt engineer, I used all of my knowledge and created this very long script prompt template. It looks confusing, but it's really good and is so easy to use it's impossible to mess it up. Let me show you how it works. As you can see, I've left brackets in the prompt where you need to fill it in with information about your own video. All you gotta do to access this template is go into the step-by-step document and copy it. Then go back to the GPT model, paste it into the prompt box, and fill in all the empty brackets. Now hit enter, and the GPT model will write a full script for your video. I've programmed it to not give timestamps, scene descriptions, or anything like that, only the script. You're probably gonna get a decent result, but it's always good to double check. So I'd recommend you copy the entire thing, paste it into a Google Doc, and make whatever changes you want. Once you're happy with it, you need to bring it to life by turning it into a voiceover. You have two options here. If you have a deep, sexy voice like Morgan Freeman, you can grab a microphone and read through your script. But I assume you do not have that and are more interested in the second option, using AI. At this point, there's not even a debate. 11 Labs is the best text-to-speech tool out there. You probably couldn't tell, but the voice you're listening to right now is made with this thing. Now all you need to do is pick a voice in the library to match the vibe of your video. For example, I decided to go with a deeper male voice. Finally, paste in your script into this box and generate it a few times until you get a good result. After watching hundreds of these videos to come up with this blueprint, I noticed that 99% of them are doing the exact same thing and no channel was different from the other. So we're going to change that up by adding some branding to our channel with a custom-made character that reads our script. Branding is everything these days, and the viewer should know it's your channel the second they click on it. Personally, I've used HeyGen for the last couple of years when creating this type of character videos. If you haven't heard about it before, HeyGen is a tool that allows you to create and animate ultra-realistic character videos. I don't talk about it very often, but aside from this channel, I've been running a marketing agency for the past few years, and this tool has literally saved me thousands of dollars I'd had to spend on hiring content creators with AI-generated videos like this. Most people don't even realize these videos are created with AI because they're so realistic. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a video where I do a deep down into how you can use UGC videos like this to grow your faceless channel. The first thing you want to do is head over to HeyGen. From here, you'll have two options. Either you can pick one of their pre-made avatars, but for this video, I want to create a very specific and unique character, so I'll create my own instead. To actually generate the video of your avatar, you can either use the video agent feature, where you basically write a prompt describing what you want the avatar to do. But since we have a voiceover prepared, I'll use the photo to video feature instead. To access it, click on Create here in the top left corner, and then on Photo to Video. Here you'll be able to upload an image of your character, so let's go ahead and create it. I want my avatar to be a prehistoric human standing in the middle of the savannah, since I think that matches the niche well. Personally, I'll be using Nano Banana Pro to generate this image. I've been playing around with it non-stop since it was released a couple of weeks ago, and it's in my opinion by far the best image generator model out there. I used it inside OpenArt and entered a prompt saying, create an ultra-realistic image of a prehistoric human living in the Savannah Desert thousands of years ago. It then generated this image, which is spot on to what I was looking for. Now download the image and upload it into the left box here in Hey Gen. Next, upload the voiceover you created in 11 Labs right here, and it'll automatically be lip-synced with the avatar. Something I also recommend you do is adding a motion prompt in this box in the button, which will add movement to the character and make it feel more alive. You'll find a few pre-made prompts that will add certain emotions to your avatar. Since I'm creating a history documentary, I'll go with ancient wisdom. Finally, make sure the frame rate is set to 1080 and hit generate video. Now wait a couple of minutes and you'll have an upscaled video of your avatar reading the script. And as you can see, everything from the mouth to the body movement looks completely natural. All you gotta do now is go to the top right corner and click on the download button. Most people would move on to the editing straight away from here, but I'll show you a brand new step I just recently added into the blueprint that I've almost never seen anybody else talk about, and if you implement this step, you're not gonna need to do any sound design at all in the editing, which is a massive time saver. It doesn't get talked about enough, but AI music has gotten insanely good in the past few months. I'm not joking. I found a new song on TikTok last week that I've been playing on repeat, and I just found out the song was AI generated. If you just know how to use these tools, you'll be able to create customized music for your videos that are 10 times better than any song you'd find on any of these copyright-free music sites. I've been using Suno, which is an AI tool that can generate songs from a simple prompt. And just to prove to you how good it is, I actually created most of the music used in this video you're watching right now with this tool. Once you've opened up Suno, all you gotta do is enter a prompt into this box describing the song you want to create. For example, I wrote, create a background song for a Netflix-style documentary about life in the African savannah 3 million years ago. The song should only be instrumental and fit well to a documentary-style video. Hit create, and Suno will generate a few alternatives that will sound something like this. As you can hear, it quite literally sounds like a song taken straight out of a Netflix documentary, and we just created it in less than a minute with a 1-sentence long prompt. Now listen through all the alternatives and download the one you like the best. All the assets are now ready, and we can move on to the final step of the blueprint, the editing. I will show this part in Premiere Pro, but if you want to use another tool like CapCut, that will get the job done as well. Start off by creating a new project, and to make sure we're on the same page, click on the Window tab in the top, then on Workspaces, and choose all panels to get the same layout as I'm using. Now start off by importing the Hagen video and drag it to the timeline, since this will be our base layer in the timeline. Next, import all the visuals and add them one by one to their matching part of the voiceover. I'd recommend you adjust the length of them to get a better flow in the video. Once you've added all the visuals, highlight all the sound blocks and adjust the volume of them so that they're not too loud and overpower the voiceover. Now import the song you generated in Suno and add it underneath to the bottom of the timeline like this. If you want to make the video more engaging to look at, you can add slight zoom-ins to the visuals by adding one keyframe in the beginning of a visual, another one in the end, and slightly increase the scale to around 105%. And that's all the editing that goes into it, and you can export the final video.
Life 3.5 million years ago unfolds beneath an African golden savanna that breathes heat and dust. We're in a period of time where the apex predators rule the law of nature. Here, early humans moved through the grass on 2 legs, small bodies upright against a vast sky, walking among predators that rule the land. They are not yet human as we know ourselves. They are Australopithecines, short, lightly built, their faces still carrying echoes of an older, ape-like past.
Notice how most of the steps were already automated when we created the assets like animations and sound design. That's the perk of knowing how to use AI. However, even though you've completed the entire blueprint, there's still a bonus step you need to know about before posting your video. A lot of people who are new to YouTube commit a huge mistake that can hurt your channel's performance a lot. Most people create a new Gmail, start a channel on top of that email, and even post a video that same day. Every day, around 16,000 new channels are created, and YouTube is consistently searching through these channels looking for bots. When starting a new channel and immediately posting a video, the algorithm might mistake you for a bot, which can lead to your channel getting shadow banned. So instead, you always want to use an old channel created multiple years ago. Or if you don't have one, get an aged channel, which is what I usually do. These channels were created back in 2006 to 2009, have a watch time record, and are trusted by the YouTube algorithm. Since they've been around for over a decade, they have a massive edge with the algorithm, making it easier to get your videos pushed out in the beginning and avoid shadow bans. I got one for myself, and as you can see, it was created back in 2007 and has a 16-year-old video posted on it. So make sure you have this in mind before starting your channel. There's a link in the description to the website I get mine from if you want to check it out for yourself. There's so much that goes into running a faceless channel like this that I can't fit into these short videos on YouTube. So for those of you who really want to take this seriously, I actually just launched a private community. In this group, I'll drop all the sauce I've learned from working with some of the most successful guys in the industry and the secrets behind running a successful faceless channel. In there, you'll also be able to chat with me one-on-one and get access to all the assets I use in these videos, like the GPT models and the prompts. I'm pretty picky with how many people I let in, so there's only a few spots available. If you want to be part of this private group, it's now open for applications through the link in the description.
All right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMMShiba and SMMDodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.